He's a two-time MVP, an NBA champion, and one of the most unstoppable forces in basketball. But what makes Giannis so effective, and where can his game still grow? Let's roll the tape. Welcome back to Court Vision, where we break down the film and uncover what makes the best players in the world so dominant. Today we're diving into the game of Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek Freak. When you think Giannis, the first thing that comes to mind is transition. Few players in NBA history can cover the court like he does. His combination of speed, length, and power forces defenses to collapse early. And if the defender retreats, he attacks with a full head of steam. A cardinal rule for anyone on defense is to stop the ball before it can even get to the rim. Here you see the defender try to protect the rim and stop the ball, which is pretty much not a possibility with Giannis. In a league where a bunch of guys just want to shoot jumpers only and not get to the rim and have a lack of aggression, Giannis proves that dominance in the paint is still important, and there are times where it's an easy 30 ball for him. It's still important in the game of basketball. Remember to give us a rating and review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, as they help us the most, and feel free to interact with us on all socials. Our link tree will be in the bio. Giannis's half-court dominance is also something to mention, and here we'll get into a whole segment on it, but I want you to see, first of all, that he does not settle. He could take a jump shot at this spot, and he decides to go right at Al Horford, who gives him space to go at the rim. And then here you'll see him spin off of Jaylen Brown and use his body once again, and you can see how much space that's creating, and then he gets right to the rim for a dunk. Listen, I understand Giannis is a tough cover because of his height, athleticism, anything, strength, dominance, right? And we all know he wants to get to the rim. So why are we not funneling him out to the perimeter? Right here we see him even with the defender, as we screenshotted the play here. Why are we not cutting him off? We need to cut off his path rather than letting Giannis get almost parallel with the defense and getting past the defense by turning the corner. And we also need to be in better help side if we're Jaren Jackson on this play. And we'll replay this back, but the defenses really need to communicate a lot better and rotate a lot faster against someone like Giannis and know your assignment. This is honestly unacceptable, but Giannis is going to punish you every time. And even if you're in the right position, Giannis still might dunk on your head. Giannis has also increased his ability to handle the ball over time throughout his career, which is much needed to create other shot opportunities for himself. And I screenshotted the play here and froze it here because I want to show you that I would like him to start taking this pull-up midi just because it'll expand the defense out further towards him and he can get to the rim at ease, even more at ease, I should say. But anyway, again, another example of him not settling and going towards the bucket for an easy bucket. To wrap up the half-court offense segment of this Giannis episode, I did previously mention that he needs to form a jumper into his game and that he has worked on it consistently to try and get to that point. But here we actually get to see it, but it's out of the post. And I honestly don't mind this because he uses his spin move a lot to the point where this can be his counter to a perfect play defense like Al Horford. We got to see Giannis thrive in transition, but now we get to see his real bag of tricks in the half court. It's truly an old school, don't settle on your shot selection basketball. Once again, we'll see Giannis get downhill, and this time around, the help side does form quickly. And you will see a bunch of defenders try and crash on him in the paint as he crashes to the rim himself. But the problem with this here, even though I said it was the thing to do, Dame Lillard is the guy that's open on this play. And if anybody knows, he's going to make the three-point shot if it's wide open. Maybe even contest it, for that matter, if somebody decides to close out on him. But nevertheless, you have to close in on Giannis, which makes other guys open and makes his teammates better. And this is why him as a playmaker is very important, and it's exactly why teams want him right now and why he might explore options in the offseason and get the money he deserves. He can create plays now, not just score at the basket. And with the need to double team him and crash on him, it's over for everybody. Again, y'all should be seeing a trend here of Giannis getting downhill with almost anything he's doing, from transition to half-court offense to the way he play makes. And here, as I said before, the help side needs to rotate fast against someone like Giannis who gets downhill fast. But this time, the backside rotation from Derek White doesn't come down here for Pat Connaughton, who's at the left block. He should have been covering up that spot, but instead, Giannis sees the double come from him, and he's wide open. It's just an easy slip-off pass, and Giannis averages 5 assists a game over his career, but last season averaged 6.5 assists. So he's easily getting better in this part of his game. Overall, Giannis continues to evolve as a passer and is no longer just a rim-rocking, one-dimensional threat on the court. As an affiliate of Fanatics, we have links to Giannis-related items in our bio. Go check it out, and we make commissions off these links, so anything would be appreciated to give y'all the best content possible. We got to see Giannis' evolution on the offensive side of the court, but something he has always had is his ability to play defense and protect the rim. Giannis, to me, is the best two-way player in the league, and he does this through his rim protection, and you see it here. You're going to see it multiple times. You're going to see it this season. There's a reason why he was the 2019-2020 Defensive Player of the Year, guys. He makes an impact on both sides of the court, and when he gets a stop on defense, that's how he gets his transition points and capitalizes. Giannis proves to be dominant on both ends of the court. He is currently dominating overseas as he just had a 27-point, 8-rebound performance against Italy in the recent days. I hope you guys have learned several things from this video. First thing, do not settle for anything. Create a good shot for yourself. Even in a jump shot driven league and jump shot driven sport now, I think you need to still consider getting to the basket and creating a bag that gets you to the basket. Giannis doesn't settle. We've seen opportunities in this video where he could have settled for mid-range jumpers. I'm a believer that you should mix it up, but he's someone that tends to not do that, and that's okay. He averages 30 points. Maybe you can average 30 points one day being a rim rocker. Now, another thing is that you need to learn how to read and react as a defense. We saw that people were in help side rotations late, and it cost them easy buckets and easy dunks for Giannis at that point in time. Meet him early and meet him often. Another thing is applying pressure. To me, this means that you need to apply pressure to a defense, even if it's just transition. Push the pace, get up the court, cause some reaction from the defense that causes easy buckets for your team. This is pretty simple, but something that people don't take into account. Slowing the pace is not always a good thing. Apply pressure and make defenses have to collapse towards you. That'll do it for Court Vision, a Life in the Stands production. Remember to drop a rating and review, and go follow and subscribe on all socials. We'll see you next time, and remember, film never lies.